Still June 2020, pandemic year. Millions of people are out of work. They can't pay rent, mortgages, or debts. The so-called stimulus money never got to anybody who needed it. All the forgiveness of rent or mortgage or credit card debt was up to landlords, mortgage companies, and banks. And guess who got relief? Banks, mortgage holders, and big companies. Working people are not getting a break. Labor will soon be as cheap as a scrupulous employer wants it to be. Nor are small businesses, because the big business lawyers got to that money first. Are you a working American citizen? So what? You'll still get screwed anyway. Are you a U.S. citizen married to an immigrant? You might as well follow your spouse wherever he or she came from, or let him go back alone to starve or be beaten by stormtroopers. That's an executive order. Are you a resident with a green card? Forget it. You're going back to wherever you came from, and you'll never see a penny of the tax money you paid dutifully to the U.S. government. And take her or his mother and grandmother with you. They clean toilets so you can send your English-only speaking kids to college. Are you an illegal immigrant? Don't even whisper it, or they'll sell you by the pound to the worst gang on the border. And the gang will sell your organs back for transplants to the Yankee billionaires who can pay for them. If you're not rich, you'll still have a job in the coming economy. You can be a bounty hunter, debt collector, a tax cheat, or a thief. The mortgage holders, banks, and tax collectors could give less of a fuck that there are 100,000 people dead from a sickness the president, himself a mortgage holder and the tax cheat, ignored. Sure, the tax market and the market is going up and down, but it's just the big boys at the poker table. They can play any game they want. If you're a small sucker in that game, you might as well use your money for toilet paper. A friend of mine had one of those lowlives come to her door. She's broke, but still believes somehow that the game isn't rigged. He wanted her late payment to some jive company that overcharged her in the first place. She thought he'd go away after a while, but he sat on her steps and looked in the window like a damn pervert. She called me, crying. Call 911, I told her. Tell them there's a pervert out there. I can't, she said. I owe Crime Inc. the monthly vig. I would have told her to call somebody in the government or the city who is in charge of giving some relief, at least temporarily, to people harassed by collection agencies in the middle of a pandemic. Who do you gonna call? Nobody, that's who. Millions of people will still be out of work when the COVID pandemic slows down, but there are assholes who'll always have a job. Debt collectors, Pinkertons, strike breakers, fired police sadists. I'm going to see my friend tomorrow. This motherfucker takes one step into her house, I'll take out the baseball bat. It's an American heirloom, signed by a Mets player who never got to play. Still, it's a treasure and itching for a ball.